Ourselves,
Order.
the answer is we don't.
Order. That's quite a sufficient answer. Question number 5, Mike Sabin.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is for the Minister for Social Development. How are the government welfare changes ensuring a fairer welfare system and tackling long-term welfare dependence?
Honourable Paula Bennett. Order.
Mr Speaker,
Order.
these changes will deliver real change, transforming New Zealand's welfare system into an active and work-focused approach. A key part of reforms is the focus not only on those that are currently long-term beneficiaries, but more importantly, those that are most likely to turn out to be long-term. The investment approach gives us information like we have never had before. This will mean that we can spend extra money on extra support where it will make the biggest difference.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Mike Sabin.
To the Minister, what changes are being introduced to ensure welfare is work-focused?
Mr Speaker, alongside the significant changes through the investment approach, we are also making sensible changes that are long overdue. Those that have a current warrant out for their arrest and are avoiding the police will have their benefit cancelled. We will now require job seekers to be drug-free. Up until now, people can decline to apply for an available drug-tested job because they won't pass the test without a consequence. It's a straightforward expectation. Drug use should not get in the way of getting a job if you're on a benefit.
Supplementary question, Mike Sabin.
Supplementary to the Minister, Mr Speaker. What reports has she received about the new work-focused requirements?
Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr Speaker, over 40% of the jobs that come in through work and income require a drug test. Last week in Dunedin I spoke with 2 of the large employers for the South Island. Both of these employers drug test and said how much of a difference this will make for them. We also know that in Canterbury, as part of the reconstruction work, most of the jobs that are there require people to pass a drug test prior to employment. It's a straightforward expectation, one that I'm surprised that the opposition isn't on board with, because this will help people get work.
Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Minister. How many more individuals will have extra work testing obligations under her welfare reforms, and how does this compare to the number of jobs created by her government?
Well,
Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr Speaker, what the opposition don't get is that it's not actually government that creates jobs, it's businesses. So unless someone in a town or in a city turns around and says that they want to take someone extra on, then that person can't get a job. So what happened in the years 2000s is that the Labor in government tried to magic up a whole pile of jobs, and what happened was that when things got tough, they fell out of them and had to go on to welfare. Mr Speaker, we have seen an increase in those that will be work tested. If they can't find a job, they will not be sanctioned. They will not face any penalties. But you won't find a job unless you're looking for one.
Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. Point of order will be heard in silence.
Point of order, Mr Speaker. The government's own budget statements claimed that there would be 170,000 jobs under this government. I don't think it's unfair to ask for the Minister to produce, under a straight question, some straight numbers around how many more people
That's not a point of order.
How many jobs?
That's not a point of order. The question was addressed. The Right Honourable, question number 6, Right Honourable Winston Peters. Order.
Speaker, this question is to the Minister